Hey everybody, sorry, I want to say sorry because I haven't been online on YouTube, at least. I've been online, but I had a small little problem. I was looking almost like Simpsons, little yellowish tinge to me. And, I'm wearing a shirt or t shirt right now. It's the Office Hours Global t shirt, it has like the Office Hours logo. So, reason why I'm bringing that up in a way, and then on the arm it says Office Hours Global right there, just for sighted folks. But on the right arm it says Office Hours Global, and then in the middle there's like the I don't remember the shape, but you could ask Gemini or ask Google or ask YouTube. So yeah. But speaking of Google and what I was doing this week, and I did end up at least having the camera on and off at certain points, but I also am part of the iBug Today .org community, and I am a co-host along with my co-host Ava Caruth, and we actually were on our July call for the iBug Android Insight call, and you know what? So fun. I mean, wow, just amazing. ACB, American Council for the Blind, they just had their convention, and that convention was held at Dallas, Texas. Then New Orleans had the National Federation for the Blind conference. So again, amazing, huge conferences. Like I know for one, the ACB conference was sponsored by a diamond sponsor was Waymo, and for that matter, it's just like we are getting to that point where you could have self-driving cars and different things. I heard today about the robo taxi with Tesla, some incredible things. But I look forward to talking to you, and you over there, because I would love to get feedback from you, see what your experiences were. So if you want to get in touch with me, remember I said I could be in your home, on your phone, or anywhere you want me to be. So if you want to just, give me a quick comment down below. You could also email at who.cares.a11y.bar@gmail.com. So who dot cares dot a11y dot bar@gmail.com. Anyway, so you know what? Tell you what, I'll take you on a little journey of last night. How about that? A little fun for everybody, because you all probably didn't get to come, and it's okay. It's all good, but you could still come and you could still watch it. So if you want to go over to the YouTubes later, I know I should say come subscribe and like me too, but you know what? Show some love over there too. If you go to the YouTube, type in iBug Today, you'll find playlists, so you could at least capture all the episodes. If you're an iPhone user, we have a call called a Buzz call, Buzz, and like buzz, like ladybug buzzes, and so with that said, you have opportunity to learn various things. There's also a Mac class, Macintalk. So Chanel runs that over there with Herbie, and so on and so forth. Maria and others co-host the Buzz Call. Michael and Cynthia, of course, are the VP and president of the foundation for the nonprofit of iBug Today. And hey, shout out to you, Shri, over there too. I see you over there. He does the Sunday calls with the club. What is that? Not called a club. Oi, I'm missing. But go check out the website. Go check out YouTube. You'll see exactly what I mean once you see the playlist. But anyway, so on iBug Android Insight Call last night, we had about 32 people that kind of showed up, and it's all brand new. So shout out to New York, Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, Wisconsin, California, Texas, Florida, Ontario. Who else was in the house? BC, Canada as well. So again, just a lot of people showed up, and it made it fun because there's like no air gaps or no gaps in the conversation. Everybody felt like they were really intrigued and enthusiastic. Some people are seasoned Android users. Some people are both iPhone and Android users. I do have both in a way, but I'm predominantly on the Android side just because, again, I got my first Android phone. Let me think. The S2, whenever the S2 came out, so 2012, 2013 maybe. And I never used screen readers. Right, I used to just use simple magnification, and if I use magnification, maybe reverse contrast. So like I miss Ice Cream Sandwich because it's like black backgrounds, white fonts, but Ice Cream Sandwich well, it's good food, but ice cream sandwich is actually the operating system's name. Right now, we are on vanilla ice cream. Yeah, always ice cream, but it's creamy. It's a good experience. And so I will, connect my phone here. One second. Let me go ahead and unlock real quick.
11:40 p.m.
Ooh, all right. So you heard it like yap it away, and I'm gonna put a wire in, and
Button. Google search.
woo, I got voice, I got sound.
Hardware
Good.
cloudy. Button. Google search.
So
Accessibility volume set to 100%.
let me bump up the volume, bump up the
Button.
volume.
Google search.
All
Button.
right.
Google app. Button. Voice search. Button. Camera search. Partly cloudy. Current temperature 81 degrees. Current location Daytona Beach. 11:40. Thursday, July 17th. Camera. Magnifier. Voice.
Okay. So
Voice.
we have the device in my hand. It is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra that I'm messing with current. I do not have any of the 7-fold that just got released. So Samsung, shout out to y'all. They just had their event. They're releasing they released a 7. They released a Watch 8 Classic, the Watch 8 Ultra. And hey, Jimmy is promo. I'm going to shout you out too over there. Thank you for your video, because your video had the sound between the Ultra and the 8 Classic with the dial on it, where you could actually feel the clickety click rather than the haptic clickety click when you turn the knob or dial to go through the menus or select items. So the other piece I was going to go at is as I have my phone up, and again, Samsung S22 Ultra. Right now, the S series is S25. The S26 will be out next January, roughly. Well, I use a screen reader on my phone most of the time. So Talkback. Well, what in the world is Talkback? Stop yakkity yak, don't talk back, right? That's what you heard somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, let me do little magic here, right? Well, it's not magic. It's accessibility. But it's magical to me because I have access. So thank you, Google. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Microsoft, for always. Thank you, developers. First of all, thank you, all developers, for when you listen to us and your willingness to say, hey, I don't mind putting some effort to get accessibility put in. Guess what? All those features will sum down to you're going to use it too. Doesn't matter what ability you have. You may have blindness, vision loss, etc. You may have cerebral palsy. You may have muscular dystrophy. Well, by the way, shout out to my friends, because some of my friends you'll see it when hopefully I get them on here to interview soon enough. But there's some cool, amazing people. And Jules, Martin, shout out to you guys. But those are different disabilities, right? But we need tools. And then we also have hearing loss. We have variation of need, contrast, color, this, that, other. So funny enough, we had someone on the call that had almost a similar vision type that I do. Well, vision type meaning you could see movement. I could see movement pretty well. I could see the lights, but sometimes you may not see as clear. So it's like almost on the borderline of not being able to see quite nothing but light sensitivity kind of thing. But I do see light, and I do have some perception of objects and things of that nature. Like my phone screen is off right now, and if I had, let's see, I don't have the display thing, the time, or actually I did, but now I could tell, like, okay, I touched it, the screen is on, but it also spoke. But let me go ahead and show you what we talked about on the call last night. So, phone's unlocked. I'm gonna slow it down for you. So that's the first thing I ever do for when I'm just discussing this. So 3 fingers, right? You have, okay. Let's go one step at a time. I'm gonna give a quick brief. This is not going to go into talkback like that. This is just, again, where have I been kind of video. So what I mean by this is if I use one finger, think about one finger as a mouse pointer, right? I'm moving around, right? You hear all those things. Now 2 fingers, think about it as a play, pause, or a answer call, end call, right? They call it the magic touch, I think, on iOS, but on Android, similar thing. You can play, pause, add, or end, or answer call, such like that. Then you have 3 fingers. We'll come back to that. Just remember, 3 fingers, right? 3 is my favorite number anyway. But 4 fingers. Well, 4 fingers, if you wanted to learn how to use Talkback tutorial, let's try that out, okay? So I'm going to hit 4 fingers on the screen.
Practice gestures. Try the
Ooh,
back gesture on this screen to learn what
check
gesture
that
means.
out.
Tap the screen with 2 fingers. Keep practicing by tapping once, twice, or 3 times with 2, 3, or 4 fingers. You can also double tap and hold with 2, 3,
But
or 4
I
fingers.
didn't forget. I know it was on purpose. I didn't forget. I told you about the 3 fingers. Don't forget. Now let's slow that down because what in the world did I say? What did it say? Who? What? Who
Swipe
do
down
you?
with 3 fingers. Next reading control.
Okay, so I swipe
Swipe
down.
down with 3 fingers. Next reading control.
Swipe down.
Swipe down with 3 fingers. Next reading control.
Okay, swipe up.
Swipe up with 3 fingers. Previous reading control.
Okay.
Swipe left with 3 fingers. Previous reading control. Swipe right with 3 fingers. Next reading control.
Okay, but I know you still can't. Maybe you could hear it, but it's repeating, so you could hear
Button.
that.
Finish.
Let me go ahead and do finish real quick. Okay, I'm gonna just back
Audio
up a
home.
little quick.
Voice in pager.
Now, if I hit 3 fingers on the screen,
Talkback menu. Actions in list.
you hear Talkback menu. Here, you could customize this menu where you could add something that has these sort of options. So I'm gonna swipe.
Page navigation. Describe image. Navigation. Read from focused item. Copy last spoken phrase. Spell last spoken phrase. Sound feedback off. Screen search. Show page navigation. Hide screen.
Okay, I'm probably hearing someone from the back. Hey, I can't hear it. I'm sorry. I know, but I was just showing you the Talkback menu. But that's one menu, right? Now, same 3 fingers. If I wanted to slow it down or speed it up, I could swipe up, I could swipe down, I could swipe left, I could swipe right, right? Whatever is easiest to your hands. I have MS as well, so sometimes my hands don't always function the way it need to, or they need to, but let's swipe down with 3 fingers.
Words.
Okay, I hear words. Every screen reader does this. So, quick minute. I'm going to be talking about JAWS as well. A screen reader can read by characters, by words, by lines, by paragraphs. You may navigate a web page or a place of that has headings. You may go through controls like checkboxes and radio buttons. And again, you could add more and more. So let's see what else do I have in my
Lines.
my box these days. I have lines, paragraphs, headings, controls. You heard that. Links. So if you wanted to check a website out or something, you could just kind of like swipe around and you says link www.youtube.com/@WCABAR, my channel name. Just saying. And then
screen search.
Whoop.
Show items 1 to 9 of 14.
I hit 2 fingers. So let's just swipe
Windows.
down. Windows. So if you want to move from the top window, meaning windows are like, okay, you have your main desktop window, like your main home screen thing. Then you have the top half, you have the bottom half. So if I swipe up and down with 1 finger, let's see what happens. Okay, nothing's audible. But let's swipe down with 3 fingers.
Screen search.
Screen search. That's what I was on. Maybe I'm still on screen search. So
accessibility volume.
Let's. Oh, okay, I swiped up actually. So it said accessibility volume.
Maximum.
Set maximum.
Audio ducking.
Audio ducking. If I wanted to change audio ducking, I could
audio ducking on.
Turn it on with 1 finger to swipe down, or
audio ducking off.
Swipe down again, and it's off. So it's a toggle.
Accessibility volume.
Okay, volume's there. So I'm swiping down with 3 fingers at this point, everybody.
Actions.
Actions. Don't want that.
Characters.
Don't want characters. Words. Lines.
Paragraphs. Headings. Controls. Links. Windows. Screen search. Default. Speech rate.
Aha. Speech rate. That's what I want.
Speech rate 200. Speech rate 146%.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Speech rate 133%.
We'll leave it at 133. Copy. All right. So now, what else does Talkback have? So let me take you to you're hearing me for my vision loss folks, but the ones that do have some low vision or do have full sight, to kind of teach you how do blind people get along with phones like Androids and iPhones. And on iPhone, you'll have Voiceover, which is the name of the screen reader. On Google, it's called Talkback, one word. So let's see.
Speech rate 100. Speech rate 133%.
Okay, so I swiped up and down just to see what I was doing. I'm gonna hit with 3 fingers. I'm gonna tap to go to Talkback menu.
Actions in list.
I'm gonna swipe right with 1 finger.
Page navigation. Describe image. Navigation. Read from focused. Copy last spoken. Spell last spoken. Sound feedback. Screen search. Text to hide screen. Talkback settings. Text to speech. System actions. Braille display settings. Button. Cancel. Out of list. Braille display settings.
So
list.
Talkback does have Braille display settings for everyone that's curious.
System actions.
System actions are like go to home, or I forget the exact, let's see.
Speech rate 120%. Speech rate 133%. Text to speech.
I'm still swiping through the menu again. I'm back at the Talkback menu, so I swipe left with 1 finger. I'm at text to speech engines or text to speech. So I'm gonna double tap with 1 finger to go to that menu.
Text to speech button.
Okay, so
Navigate
it
up. Out of
announced
list.
it. Navigate up is like your back button on iPhones, so it just kind of announced it similarly. So I'm going to swipe right with one finger.
Text to speech. Preferred engine. Vocalizer TTS. 1 of 5. In
So
list.
I have
5 items.
5 choices there, and that's what I have chose as Vocalizer Voice. So you're listening to Ava Voice off of Vocalizer Voices, which costs $3.99 on Android. Unfortunately, it's made by Code Factory, and that's what we kind of spoke about last night. We have speech synthesis by Google, which is the Google TTS engine, text to speech engine. Then Samsung's text to speech engine as well.
Button.
Swipe
Preferred engine.
right.
Vocal language. Use system language. 2 of 5.
So if you wanted to change it to, let's say, Australian English or Indian English or UK English, Nigerian English is there as well, you could change that, and then your tone or your voices could change. I'm going to swipe right with one finger again.
Speech rate. Slow. Fast. 3 of 5.
So that's just kind of describing what I'm about to get into. So it's saying slow and fast is on the left and right is fast probably. So I'm going to swipe one more time for the visuals.
Slider. Speech rate. 24%.
So it's at 24%. I'm going to swipe right.
Pitch. Low. High. 4 of 5.
You got your pitch. And
Slider. Pitch. 20%.
if you screw it up,
Button. Play. 5 of 5.
well, let's hear it first.
Is an example of vocalizer text to speech in English.
Ooh, cool. 3D.
Button. Reset.
And you can hit reset. So, Talkback wise, that's kind of what we talked about on Talkback. iBug Android Insight wise, that's what we talked about was, how would people get along with their phones? Some people had devices that weren't as accessible, and other folks may have had new phones or Samsung phone, but then they updated the OS from 14 to 15, and with that update, Talkback changed, and your familiarity may have changed, but it's not to be afraid of. It's always to kind of make it better in the sense that you'll have more tools to use. So don't fear whenever you come across anything like that. But again, more comments below. I wouldn't mind going step by step some more. This is kind of a quick crash of just, hey, this is Talkback. This is what we talked about. And, I will get into JAWS. I already have JAWS lined up. So what I might do after this video, once I upload this video, you'll get to know how do I put this video onto the YouTube side. But I also use a little bit of Gemini AI kind of tools, if you want to call it. But on the YouTube Studio side, when I do upload my video up, I will put a thumbnail, right? Well, how does a blind guy put a thumbnail up? Well, I'll show you. So look forward for that video. Thank you again for all my supporters. I'm just baffled by the numbers of views that I've gotten. Just, I'm trying my best to put out a video almost every other day, every day. Whenever something comes in mind, make a video on it. If you have a question, I'll make a video on it. So please keep those questions coming. You have the email. Go, if not, fast forward to the beginning. I said it, so go listen to the beginning. If you're at the end, wow, thank you. Appreciate you. Because again, I'm just trying my best to be a advocate for you all. I'm trying to be the best to be a person that could teach you this stuff with how I experience it in my daily life. And perhaps you may have a product or two and you want to work with me. Again, reach out. We might just make a solution work for each other. Another company I want to shout out to is Corsair. I saw them at Infocom, and they're the company that now own Elgato products. So I can't wait to see what Stream Deck and buttons and pushing and tools come about. The thing is accessibility. And when I went to Infocom, I got mind blown because everybody was willing to listen to me for accessibility needs. And again, look forward for those videos too. Is this so much editing to do? And if you're an editor, feel free to hit me up. I got some editing to do. More videos on the Cadence tablet too. The Cadence tablet, which is from tactile-engineering.com. So thank you again. Sorry for rambling, but you know what? It's important information for you, my audience, my family, my friends, my everybody. So thank you again. I look forward to hearing from you. If you need anything else, comment. It'll be quick. I'll be sure to respond to you fast as possible. Till then, love you all. Much love. Peace.